Good morning, everyone. Welcome to A Cup of Crypto. I'm Alex, and welcome to the show. Of course, like every day, we talk about the price action for today. We talk about the levels that you need to watch out for, whether it's trading, whether it's looking to buy or even potentially sell. Not that I advise anybody should be selling, but what we're doing, guys, is taking a very close look at the price action for today and how to navigate it in addition to the news. So even if you're not watching this live with me now, welcome. It's still totally relevant for the day's price action and news. Today, sadly, I'm still using a glass of crypto. One of the friends of our channel, John, for those of you following my Instagram at Marzell_money, saw that I got a very nice gift yesterday. It's currently in the dishwasher, John, and I will be using it tomorrow. So I'm drinking my glass of crypto. Welcome, everyone, and great to see everybody there. Pi says, got to go milk the cow, make your butter for the coffee. Exactly. Still on keto, still drinking strange caffeinated beverages, but there you go, guys. So we're gonna get straight into it. As we do, we're gonna start with a couple of major news headlines, slightly different format to the show, guys. Basically, just due to the Google Analytics feedback that I've been getting from you guys, we're going to keep the Cup of Crypto morning show between 30 and 40 minutes so I can get everything jam-packed into that session. A lot of people aren't watching it all the way through, so we're going to keep it jam-packed, and we are solely going to be focusing on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I will not be covering altcoins, so if you want altcoin price action, do follow me on Twitter. I talk a lot about altcoins there at Marzell Money on Twitter. But let's kick things off, guys. Let's get straight into the news articles, the main news articles for today. HMRC, which for you guys not in the UK, that's Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, kind of like our tax system official. They seized an NFT crypto asset as 3 arrested on suspicion of fraud. So things like this making the headlines now. Very interesting. The seizure follows a report warning that fraudsters are making millions by artificially inflating the value of their tokens through a process known as wash trading. So we all know as crypto people here that there's plenty of pumps and dumps and, you know, all kinds of money being made in the NFT space. This is no surprise to us, but I just thought it was interesting that it made headline news in the BBC in the UK and Sky News and quite a few other news outlets as well. On the other news front, for those of you that caught the Super Bowl commercial, and I know many of us in the UK wouldn't have, that's why I wanted to talk about this. They had a crazy ad. Their ad basically shot Coinbase. There's an article here from all the way down at 186th in the App Store, 186th place, all the way to the 2nd place on iPhone's Apple App Store after their Super Bowl ad. This was the ad, by the way, if you missed it. Look at their ad. This was literally just the ad. Hold on. Let's turn it up. That is literally it, guys. A moving QR code that obviously when you scan it goes to Coinbase. And the whole point behind it, sorry, I'm shouting. I'm trying to shout over the music. The whole point behind it was basically to encourage new users about using QR codes, sending, receiving cryptocurrency. But this is probably one of the most ingenious ads I've seen. That's all it was. And the only thing you would have known about Coinbase until you scanned the QR code was right at the end of the ad, where they basically had these retro drops.coinbase.com paid for by Coinbase. Crazy. But yeah, it shot it right up on the App Store, and they had something like 50 million downloads worldwide just from that ad, and as a result of being the top of the App Store. So very well-timed, planned campaign. Anyway, enough about that, guys. Let's get into the price action. So we'll be covering Bitcoin price, we'll be covering Ethereum price, and in between those, we will be doing some Q&A. I'll be answering any questions you guys might have. And let's get straight into it, guys. So to kick things off, Bitcoin, what I will do with you here is mark some levels, because we've had a nice pump in the price the last 24 hours. And I'm seeing that not only for Bitcoin, for the Ethereum price as well. In fact, I've just entered a long position, guys. For those of you following in the Telegram community here, what you'll see is we had this, where has it gone? My trade. So I just posted this trade. Nice day trade, long position. If you want my real-time trade signals, guys, just as a reminder, in the link below the video description here, you can click it and it will bring you this page. You simply need to create an account, deposit in that account, you'll get my free signals and be invited to Telegram. So let's kick things off. We're going to start right on the monthly for Bitcoin. I'm going to do this with you to show you how I map out my levels, my crucial levels. So the first thing we can do here basically is use this tool, the horizontal ray, and we're looking for where a red candle and a green candle meet. Now you could use this level, but technically this isn't a strict level yet because the month hasn't ended. So I'm going to mark it anyway because we're more than halfway through the month, and well, we're halfway through the month. Well, more than halfway through the month because there's 28 days in February. So we're going to mark that there. The color code that I use for Bitcoin the monthly is this color here. I use like a blue color, and I'm going to basically just mark it monthly. I'm going to show you how I neatly put it into folders and everything like that, so you can do the same. I guarantee this will be a game changer, and then we're going to see how this affects the price action. Okay, so we've got a monthly level here. The next monthly level, again, we're looking for a red and a green, or indeed a green and a red. So the next monthly level is here, so we're going to have these two monthly levels. Okay, so we're also going to call that a monthly. We're going to go to our template here, and we're also going to call that a monthly. Okay, the next thing we're looking for here, guys, is a weekly level. So we're going to go into our weekly chart, and we're going to see if there's any significant weekly levels where we're currently trading. So the level, the most significant level near us would be underneath us, so potentially acting as support. So we have a green body and then a red body. You're always looking for the bodies of the candle, not the wicks, when you're doing your levels, guys. So weekly for me is always in green. There can be any color you like, but that's how I do it, guys. And by the way, I haven't asked already, guys, for those of you watching, please do smash the like as well and let YouTube know that this is valuable content. It really helps the channel out, guys. And if you're new, make sure you're subscribed as well. So we've got our weekly there as well. The next weekly level is up here, so we're going to find some resistance here. You can see green and red. It couldn't be here because there's nothing to meet. I wouldn't consider it this one because we've already come through that on many occasions. So this is the next level. By the way, what I'm showing you here is one of the things that we teach in the Marzell Trading Academy. Links are down below if you want to learn more about the academy or you want to learn how to trade. So there are weekly levels. The daily levels. Let's look at our daily, the most significant daily level that we need to pay attention to right now. So we're going to have a strong daily level here because you can see actually we had one here, yeah, where we're currently trading, and we had one here. So I'm going to use this level as our significant daily level, which may act as resistance. So I'm just mapping this out, and then we're going to talk about the technicals. I'm going to make my daily level yellow, and I'm going to call it daily. And I'm going to put it in my daily folder. And by the way, guys, now I've done that, in my object tree, you can see it all neatly lined up here. So I'm going to create a folder, just showing you guys how I do it. And hopefully it's valuable to you guys to do your levels as well. So we're going to do our levels. And what we're going to do, guys, just quickly, I'm going to make sure all of these are in here. And the reason you do that is a couple of reasons. So I can now switch it. Oh, I haven't put them all in. Excuse me. Let's put them all in, and then I'll show you what I'm about to do. Have I done it? Yeah. So what I can do now, as you saw, I can toggle it on and off, and I can also lock it. So if I don't want to see it or I want to lock it, I can do that. So I'm going to lock it right now. So these are the levels that we are paying attention to right at the moment for the Bitcoin price. Okay. So what we can see that's happened over the last couple of weeks. We've obviously been on this resurgence. We've made our way back up. We've had a nice rally, actually. I mean, all the way down from $33,000 all the way up to at one point $45,660, and we pumped like 40%. Okay, so and we're now retesting that kind of level, and you can see on this daily chart what we're currently seeing is price action to the upside. Not a lot of volume, I have to talk about that, and actually we didn't really get much volume past this pump. Not much volume. I mean, you can see the volume is pretty much the same as any other volume, so no significant volume there. Now, we are seeing some resistance because we have this daily level, okay? In addition to the daily level, what we need to bring in here are some other indicators. So, for example, we're going to use the EMA. We'll have a look at the relative strength index as well. let's take a look at this together and see how things fare. So on the daily chart, we've actually now been supported on the 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and we have a little way up to go up to the 100-day moving average. Now these wicks here indicate to me that this is a strong liquidation zone. So you've got a liquidation level at 45.5, and you've got a liquidation level a bit higher as well at $45,800. Okay, so this is a very spooky level. So if you're entering any shorter term long positions, bear in mind that you're going to face resistance where we are now, and you're going to face resistance basically going up a bit higher as well, where you could create another wick like that, for example. So in terms of trading, the trades that I see valuable right now for Bitcoin is on the longer term horizon, where I would be looking at maybe a swing position where we could potentially come up to around that $50,000 mark in the next few weeks. It's possible, for example, on the weekly chart here, where you've got this weekly level, and obviously you've got your monthly level up there, but quite frankly, that's wishful thinking for now. So the level that I'm watching is this weekly level, and that wouldn't define us out of the woods if we did come up to that $50,500 level. In terms of stop loss, so obviously we're above this weekly level, so I would want my stop loss beneath that level. But what you can see here is that there's quite a good value trade. Okay, I'm not saying that this is the best trade in the world and there's better value trades, but certainly you could look at doing something like this, where you could have your stop loss maybe around 41 to 60, even potentially 41 to 80 is fine, and you could target up at this level. Gives you about a 2.3 risk to reward ratio. It's not the greatest, but there is a position there. There is a trade that you could potentially look at. I mean, in terms of a percentage up, it's a 15% pump that we could see in the Bitcoin price. What I want to look at, however, because I'm not totally satisfied with that trade, I want to see if there's anything on the smaller time frame, schedules, that may be a better bet right now, because obviously we know we've been on this 2-3 week pump. We've broken a lot of resistance, we've broken the weekly, and we're now testing coming up to this daily level, which the daily level, by the way, as you can see here, is quite significant, because we also have some resistance here and we have resistance going along as well. So I would not be putting in any short-term long position here until that level is cleared and confirmed on the daily, right? Ethereum's a little bit different, but I'll explain that when we cover Ethereum shortly. What I'm really looking at right now is to see if we can cross and confirm above that $44,500. Yesterday I was a little bit more bearish because we had the Fed meeting, but actually the markets didn't react as negatively to that as I thought they would. And it seems like we are getting a bit of positive price action. But again, I have to stress the volume is not there, and we are at key resistance levels as well. What I will show you is I'll also be bringing in my Fibonacci retracement levels to show what we're looking like in terms of resistance here. So in terms of resistance, basically you can do it like this, basically swing high, swing low, and what I'm going to do, guys, just quickly is hide my, this is why you want to put it in a folder. I'm going to hide those levels so we can see our fib levels really clearly. So in terms of resistance on the bigger picture, I mean, we still could easily come up to that level. So that, by the way, that's a Fibonacci retracement level, 46,685. So in addition to it being strongly resisted by the 100 you can see there in the 200-day moving averages, you've got resistance level there. But between that level, if you break above 46,000, I do believe it's game on to that 51k level, because if you remember, well, I'll just bring it in again very quickly, our levels here. That weekly level is actually a Fibonacci level as well. There's confluence. So the daily resistance are beneath that, but actually on the different time frames, for example, on the weekly, you're going to see, maybe you won't, yeah. I mean, you'd need to break through all kind of resistance levels, basically, if we were to get there. But the key thing is there's confluence on the resistance between the weekly level and the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. It's a tricky one. I have to be honest, because in order to get here, we have to break this key resistance level. We could come up and wick up, create a double top. We could get rejected around where we are now. There really is, I mean, if anything, guys, I'm going to go back on myself a little bit, because I'm doing this TA and thinking about this as I stream here. If anything, if you want a value position trade, almost you're looking at just as much value to the downside, because the resistance is here, right? The resistance is here. Basically, if we break above kind of this level and confirm it on the daily chart, then yeah, we can switch positive. It might be a situation where we need to wait what happens over the next day. We might see a bit of sideways movement, because ultimately what you could look at is something like this. You could enter a short here and have your stop loss literally just maybe above this wick, or you could even have it above this level, and you could target, you could put this in a long-term swing position and target all the way back down to this bottom and create this double bottom and continue the downward pattern that we're seeing. And this actually gives you a nice position trade, and you'd be over 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, about a 21% pump. You could average into that position as well. You could enter a little bit now. If we do come up to this level, you could enter a little bit more to increase your average position higher. So you're obviously making more profit on the way down. But ultimately, guys, we don't know as traders. It doesn't matter how knowledgeable you say or think you are. No one knows exactly, are we going to continue upwards and we've reached our bottom, or in the next week or two, are we going to come back down and create a double bottom? So we just have to look at the chart and let the price action help us make decisions here, because it's not easy to call. Anyone that says it's easy to call right now is lying, or they just don't know what they're talking about, quite frankly. The only thing we can do as traders, and this is the great thing about trading, you can make money if the price goes up or down, is go into the smaller time frames. And I would suggest looking at this closely. This is a great way you can make money right now. For example, trading the channels. And anybody that wants to trade, guys, I've got a link in the video description down below for $3,500 bonus. It says 3 there, but there's an extra 500. And if you trade more than $10,000, that doesn't have to be 10,000 of your own money. It could be $500 using 20x leverage, for example. You will be included in the $100,000 prize pool. So video description down below, you'll find that bonus link for Bybit. It's by far the best trading platform. You can pretty much trade anything, metaverse, all different altcoins on there as well. So check out Bybit if you want to trade. Let's look at this smaller time frame channel. I am seeing a channel here between the weekly and daily that could play out very nicely. And where we don't know if we're going to get rejected here or not, you will expect some kind of reaction here, that's for sure, especially as the volume's been decreasing. So in terms of a short-term short position, I know I have a long trade open at the moment as a position trade, but for a short-term short, you could do something like this, have your stop loss simply above this week daily level, maybe have it about 44,400 or something like that, target down the weekly level, and you've got a really nice risk to reward ratio here now, 3.6, and in terms of a percentage, it's 2.3%. But of course, on Bybit, where I trade, if you were using, for example, a 20x leverage on that 2%, that's a 40% gain. So obviously there is risk involved in trading, and I'm not suggesting by any stretch go and put a 20x trade on. Do your research, watch my Bybit for Beginners video, learn more about how trading works, join the academy, by the way, learn more about how to trade, how to make money consistently, become profitable and proficient in your trading. But there is big money to be made in these channels on the shorter term time frame, guys. Right now, on the bigger time frames, to be clear, especially with Bitcoin, we are in this bit of a no man's land area where, are we pumping up? Are we going to get rejected? Are we going back down? We could be. Let's talk about some patterns here, because for you pattern traders, I mean, obviously I'm using different things in my TA, but let's get rid of these levels just to show you. Let's get rid of the moving average, and actually you can quite clearly see an inverted head and shoulders pattern. A lot of you pattern traders will be really licking your lips at this one, because it is a nice pattern. We have a neckline here, approximately at about 44,350. So we all know what this means, and if you don't, I'll show you the target here. An inverse head and shoulders pattern or a meat and two veg pattern, as I like to call it, is basically giving you a target here, guys, of approximately the following. So you've got the neckline, you've got the shaft of the pattern, right? And if you measure it from here, it's basically taking up to the resistance level of the golden pocket, and you could potentially be looking at like a $55,000 price target from this, right? So in terms of a percentage trade from where we are now, you could see a nice sort of 24% increase in price here. So if you believe in patterns like this, and I do to an extent, but I look for confluence, I'm not just looking for one thing, that's a very nice position to take, a really nice trade to take, guys. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. And I'm going to be answering some questions in a moment as well for anyone that has questions about Bitcoin, Ethereum, about trading in general. A quick reminder as well, guys, if you're watching and you're enjoying this live stream, please, please, please do obliterate the like button down below. When you smash that like, guys, it really helps the community grow. It helps these videos be seen by more people. It brings more people into the cryptocurrency space as well. It's just much appreciated. It's much easier to smash the like button than to sit here and do these lives, even though I love it. But yeah, really appreciate it. I can see the likes coming in now, so thank you so much. We're going to be covering Ethereum in a moment. I just want to see if there's any interesting questions. While I wait for some questions in the chat, and I'll only be reading out interesting ones for people to learn. I'm going to do a quick tweet here like I do in these live sessions, and we're basically going to say... in fact, should we do a giveaway today, guys? I think we should do a giveaway. Where's my Marzell money hat? Here it is. So, anybody that's interested in winning a Marzell money hat, it'll probably suit you better than it suits me, because hats do not suit me. You can wear it like that, or you can wear it like that. So, I will be giving away one of these hats free, and I'll be announcing the winner in the next 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. So, to win the hat, all you need to do, so I'm going to tweet here. By the way, my Twitter is @MarzellMoney. Yeah, make sure it's the right one. MARZELL money. So win a hat. I think that's all we need to do. Maybe we'll do a little something. For example, crypto update. Yeah, so win a hat. Basically, guys, I want you to go onto my Twitter @MarzellMoney and like the tweet, comment on the tweet, and quote retweet it. From the comment section, I'll be picking a winner. It'll be an autographed hat if you want it autographed. If you don't, that's also fine. A couple of people have asked, so that's an option if you want it. Sending the tweet out on 1, 2, 3. So, guys, I'll be picking a winner in 10 minutes. Once again, @MarzellMoney. When I'm not posting on YouTube, I'm posting there, technical analysis, news, memes, and all that kind of stuff, guys. So leave your comments here, and I'll be picking a winner from that. But make sure you quote retweet it. So go there, do a quote retweet, maybe tag someone, tag a friend. We're basically trying to grow this community together, guys. So we'll go back to that tweet in a moment, and I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I'm going to see now if there's any questions that we can cover before we move on to the Ethereum price action for today. Any good questions? Let me have a quick sip of my glass of crypto today, guys. I'll be taking that hat off as well. Look what it's done to the old Barnet. Right. Barry says I need a hat. Okay, well, Twitter @MarzellMoney. Leave your comment. Maybe the lucky scroll will land on you, Barry. Who knows? Josh says, is there a simple answer to how all the coins moved identically to Bitcoin? People can't possibly be buying and selling the coins in the... Good question. Well, not all the coins do move exactly with Bitcoin. Ethereum, XRP, very correlated with Bitcoin. It's all about the market being very highly leveraged. So basically, when you have leveraged traders, you get margin called, and it kind of has a domino effect on the different coins, the different cryptocurrencies. And actually, they're very correlated. So although in practice, people can't be buying and selling like all at the same time, but when you have like tens of millions of people all seeing the charts together, and people have all different types of positions. People are selling. They're not just selling their Bitcoin, they're selling everything if they fear the market's going down. It just creates a big domino effect. Are we going bullish or bearish? Well, Ronnie, this is what this morning live is all about. This is what we're looking at. We covered the price action. We did Bitcoin. If you missed that, you can go back and watch it. We're going to do Ethereum in just a couple of minutes. Bearish divergence across all coins and on the hourly. There is a bit of a bearish divergence, Joe. That's true. So, in terms of questions, I think we're good. The tweet is doing well. 8 likes, 5 comments. Guys, once again, I'm going to be picking one in about 10 minutes. So my Twitter is @MarzellMoney. Find this tweet, like it, quote retweet it, tag someone, and I'll be checking the comments to see who's going to win. So far, how many comments do we have? Josh. You can't have enough Marzell money hats. Lee. Can I get this? So there's a few people in there, right? Cool. Good stuff. So let's move on to the Ethereum price action. So I showed you with Bitcoin how I do my levels. Good news, we're not going to do it with Ethereum because I've already done it. Or have I? Maybe I haven't. I thought I did. Oh, God. I think I did. Load. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I did do it. Thank God for that, because I didn't want to go through all that again. I wanted to get straight into the price action. So on Ethereum, I do actually have this kind of midterm long position, simply because we've broken through quite a lot of the support of the monthly and weekly. However, this, in my opinion, is a little bit of a risky trade because of the resistance we have with Bitcoin, right? So we need to look at Ethereum a little bit more objectively, and I will certainly be taking profits out of this before this level. I'll be looking to take profits, probably starting at around 3,200 if we make it that far. And if I see the price come down way before the stop loss, I'll actually be scaling out of this trade. So this is a trade for more technical traders. If you're very new to trading, I wouldn't suggest to take this trade, and I would be looking at the smaller time frames like we did with Bitcoin. But let's talk about the levels. So the daily level here we have for Ethereum is down at 2,875. That's where support will come in. The next daily level will act as resistance up at $3,241. We're in between the 20 and the 50-day moving average on the 50. So again, a bit of a no man's land area. We're currently testing it to see if we can push above. The weekly level, we've broken above. So if you look on this weekly chart here, we've broken above that level. This could potentially be a new weekly level, but that hasn't closed. We've still got 5 days left. But the weekly level beyond that is up here. So this is how we're currently looking, how we're currently trading. I'll go back into the day chart. If we gain some perspective of what's been going on, obviously, big downward trend. We've seeming to do something over the past few weeks. Came down heavily, got supported on our daily level. And now we've broken back above the weekly. So very interesting price action. Volume isn't anything too exciting. Everyone's being a bit cautious right now. Definitely more bearish sentiment, I would say, in the market than bullish sentiment. So again, I'm not going to play Mystic Meg and just give you sort of a crystal ball prediction here, because quite frankly, it would be guesstimating, and technical analysis shouldn't be guesstimating. You should only really enter trade where you have an advantage. You're using correct risk to reward, proper correct money management. That's how you can be consistent, profitable, and become a proficient trader. Exactly kind of our ethos and the method we teach in the Marzell Trading Academy. By the way, for anybody not so familiar with the Academy, I'll just spend 20 seconds to tell you about it in case you are interested or you are considering it. So basically, guys, we have interactive live trading sessions. There's 5 coaches, including myself. It's flexible. You can learn at any time when you want. We have a timetable that basically suits all people at all times of the day. You can dedicate as little as 4 hours a week up to 20 hours a week, and it's for complete beginners to more intermediates. We give trade setups. You'll be trading as part of a community, and we have an archive of educational academy grade content to learn from. So if you're interested in becoming a trader, financially free, quit the 9 to 5 and start making very good, consistent, profitable money from anywhere in the world using a smartphone or laptop, because it's a cliche, but it's true. It is true. Do check out the links beneath this video, because there is currently up to 33% off the monthly academy. Now, people ask me, say, oh, it's expensive, it's a lot of money. Quite frankly, if you're not making that back by the second month, it's probably not for you. 80% of our students pay for their education in month 2. So do check it out if you're interested. And if anybody has any questions, the best place to ask is just send me a DM on Instagram at Marzell_money if you want to ask me any questions. So that's more about the academy, guys. Let's talk about the Ethereum price action on the smaller time frames, because like Bitcoin, that's really what we need to do to take advantage of this market right now, because it's too tough to call on the midterm, because we're at just such a key reversal zone of not knowing exactly which direction we're going to go. But if we go into the 4-hour, we can actually see some value in some trades, because currently we are in between the weekly and the daily chart here. We are above the moving averages, okay, on the 4-hour, and actually on the daily chart, we're above the 20. So some signs here that saying that we are moving to the upside potentially. So what we could potentially see is a nice trade up to the daily level. That would create this kind of potential U pattern and potentially setting us up for a cup and handle pattern, or it might come up to create a double top. So this is why I would look at the smaller time frames here. A nice trade that you could be looking at. It would have been better if you caught it there, but we're not there. The best time to have planted a tree was last year, but the second best time is today, and this is what we're looking at here. So you can potentially target up here, but you only need a stop loss, I would suggest, maybe at around $3,040. So you got a nice 4.6% trade that could potentially do well, and you could potentially trade it all the way up to the weekly level as well. But I would certainly take the vast majority of my profits out at that $3,250 level. Barry says the fear and greed index is at 46 today. So that's one of the highest it's been in the last month or so. So probably a good time to short, right? Probably has an inverse effect. So that tells me maybe more of a bearish sentiment, but we could go up to around 50, 55, 60%. So that's the 4-hour chart. If we look at the local fib level here for resistance, if we go high down to the low, we are at the point of the golden ratio for resistance. So be careful. Be careful. Really, you don't really want to take a long position until you're seeing at least some support within this zone, maybe on the hourly at least. At the moment, it's a difficult trade to take. It is a very difficult market at the moment. This point of time, it will change in the next few days to the next week when we see some clarity from the charts. So I'm not going to just say go long, go short. I'm just giving you very unbiased opinion of the market. I don't care if it goes up, I don't care if it goes down, but obviously I want to be in the right direction when it happens. But at the moment, guys, it's just not an easy call. It really isn't. This is why I'm looking at the smaller time frames. I mean, you could basically use that resistance on the fib level from the previous high, and you could say, okay, we'll come up to the golden pocket, but that's only $3,180. It's a tough one, guys. It really is a difficult one to trade right now. I would be my strategy would be sitting on the sidelines at the moment, which I am, apart from a longer term swing position, and just watching to see what the chart does and the key levels that hold or don't hold. Beyond that, guys, it's a really tough one to call. In terms of this tweet, ooh, nice, guys. We've got 15 likes on this, and we've got 16 comments on the winner hat section. So let's pick a winner. Somebody's going to win a Marzell money hat. All right, let's pick a winner. I appreciate the support, guys. So we've got a few comments in. Steven says, not just here for the hat. I'm here for the amazing crypto analysis. Thank you, Steven. So what I think we do, right, is I'm just going to do like a random scroll and hopefully it lands on someone. Josh, it's landed on you, my friend. Don't you already have a hat? Well, good news, you've won another hat. If I'm ever lucky enough for you to pick me again, could I please get an autograph one? I know it's far away. I'm still waiting for the first one. It is in the post, but I'll send you another one, Josh. Congratulations. And I'm actually going to pick a second winner just because you've won as well. I'm going to give away another hat to someone. So let's give it away to, I don't know, Nikolay. Nikolay, my friend, you have won a hat also. Congratulations. So please DM me on Instagram at @Marzell_money. And I will get your address and I will send you a hat. So 2 winners today, 2 autographed Marzell Money hats. Congratulations, winners. So Matthew says, how come, I'm going to do some Q&A now, by the way, guys. So just let me know any questions you have. Matt says, how can Bitcoin be pumping when S&P 500 and other markets are going down? Is this just market manipulation? You know, they are correlated, but they can sort of go off rail a little bit as well, particularly when there's certain news that pumps Bitcoin, like for example, with the huge Coinbase campaign going mad at the moment. I mean, in other crypto news, there's probably some other big news articles, I would imagine, that's fueling it. Obviously, with the whole Russia-Ukraine sentiment, that's creating a bit of a spiral effect into the markets as well. There's a lot of talk about certain countries legalizing crypto at the market as well. So basically, they don't have to be directly correlated, but make no mistakes, if the S&P crashes, Bitcoin will crash. I'm 95% confident about that. Ming says, what is your thoughts on XRP, especially on the 24th of Feb? I'm not watching it so closely, but I am bullish on XRP mid-long term. I think we could see 3-digit XRP in the next 3 to 5 years, but I am short-term bearish. I do believe we could even come down as low as maybe testing somewhere between 10 and 20 cents XRP price. There's a lot of weak hands to be shaken out, let's put it that way. Guys, if you haven't already smashed the like button and you've taken value from this, please smash the like. It really helps. I really appreciate that. And also, guys, if you want to give something back to the community, to myself, just share the video, share it in your own communities, Telegram, WhatsApp, wherever you have a following, or your friends. That's much appreciated. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, at Marzell Money. Till says, I'm a student and I really like crypto and spent a lot of time into trading and co. Would you recommend joining the Discord community? So yeah, I absolutely would recommend joining the Discord community. So in the video description down below, guys, you can join our Discord for free. So just to show you, there is a link to join Discord for free, and you will get access to basically some general areas of the Discord channel. So if you're a free member, you still get access to basically, where is it? Let me find it, guys. Let me find the right thing to tell you. So you get, yeah, basically you get trading tips, you get helpful links, you get Ethereum included for free. If you're a free member, you can see what's going on in the Ethereum trade setups chat, but you can't actually speak in it. The whole point is this is kind of like an entry to the Marzell Trading Academy. If you become a Marzell Trading Academy member and you want to learn how to trade, you'll get the live video sessions. You will get everything from our trade setups, interactive learning. You'll get the archive of educational content. You'll get to be able to be in touch with me about your trading with our professional coaches. And if you want to sign up for the Trading Academy, link is down below, guys. We have up to 33% off the Marzell Trading Academy right now, guys. So I'm going to wrap things up there. If you enjoyed it, once again, thank you for your support. Like, subscribe. And guys, I'll be seeing everyone later for another video. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the stream now, and it's been great to have you all here, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Cup of Crypto, and I'll be posting my normal schedule later. If you are of a Spanish-speaking person, if you are Hispanic, you speak Spanish, good news. Marzell Money Español is being launched today, so you'll be able to watch my daily content in Spanish. And also, if you speak Russian, Ruski, you'll also be able to get my content as well in Russian. So you'll find that by typing in Marzell Money Russia. So guys, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.